Hello. Hi. I'm just adjusting my microphone and seeing that I'm kind of sitting right here. How are you? Hi, it's Gisela here. Gisela from Deep Coaching and Soulful Design. And it's Thursday, as you know, and I want to get us 3 cards for the week. 3 cards for this round of the week from Thursday to Wednesday. And being honest, I almost did not get on live because it's my human self was like, oh, it's too hot and you don't have your hair done. You just came out of the shower, and really I was working in my bedroom, and every second hour I went into the bathtub because it's hot and I don't like it. I don't like it, and I may say so. But then I thought, how would I feel if I didn't get the cards for us? And then I would, toss around in my bed and say, oh, I wish I had. So in order that not to happen, I thought, whatever, it is hot, yes, for all of us, probably. Well, depending on where you are in the world. But here in Germany, it's for all of us. We're just like, okay, that's the topic. But, not bad. And anyway, it's time for us to get 3 cards, like an interactive, inspirational session where you can choose card number 1, 2, or 3, and I will get 3 cards and see what comes up. They are still in German, and I have my translation tool here with me, so I can see if I do not know. Well, if I think that there are probably more than one possible translation. So let's see, all right? So whenever you watch this video, for you yourself, say, okay, what would be the card of the day for me, or the card of the week even? All right, shall we? So, number one, what would be the message for us? What would be the message for number 2? And what would be the message for number 3? All right, so let's see. Number one, Güte. I think it's grace. Let me just quickly check. Here it is. Sorry that it takes just a second. All right, here we go. Güte, it's charity, it's gentleness, goodness, kindness, benevolence. It is not grace. I need to check, okay, what's the translation for grace? So kindness for number 1. For me, this is the reminder of being forgiving to ourselves. We are so quick with, forgiving others and justifying the behavior of others. Oh, well, he did have a hard day, or she had it so difficult in her childhood, or, all those justifications. And we forget that we might have justifications too, but that's not the point. I don't want to say, okay, justify your behavior and everything is fine. But when you look at yourself and you're so much harsher with judging yourself in comparison to others, or I'm not that good as, or I should have done this better, or I should have done this. not to go into that, yeah, but I didn't because I had a rough day, but just to accept it as a fact and say, oh, well, it is what it is. And then be kind to yourself and not, don't go in that, oh, well, tomorrow everything will be fine, everything will be perfect. But to say, okay, with kindness as your word of the week, pour yourself a cup of tea or a coffee or wine, whatever, and say, okay, what's done is done. And you don't need to go into that why it didn't work out or why you should have done better. Just say, okay, be kind to yourself and say, okay, you are only human. And even though human is pretty powerful, but this to bring out your quality of kindness you show to others. I'm sure that your quality of kindness, that you show it to yourself as well. Like when you would forgive others, how would you talk to yourself? If you would be your own lover, how would you look at yourself? How would you treat yourself? And this week, I want you to make it as the kindness towards yourself as a priority. So whenever you catch yourself like giving yourself bad talk or, saying what did not go well, just leave it. Just don't think it. Don't say it to yourself. All right? So be kind and relaxing, and it's probably not the end of the world, whatever there is. All right? Okay. So that was number 1. Number 2 for this week is Genauigkeit. I think we had this as preciseness. I think it's accuracy, precision. Okay, that's a better word. Exactitude, correctness. Yeah, but I think it's more the accuracy and the precision. Oh, wow. I immediately think of a doctor holding the knife and cutting into the wound. So how precise are you? I need to check this. I'm sorry. I need to the surgeon. So now I have the word, the surgeon. How precise are you when you look at your failures? And how precise are you when you look at your successes? That's so, well, what I experience is, especially with women, and also with men, is that we can exactly say, very precisely, like a surgeon, cut through everything we've done wrong, why, and what we did wrong, and all the different pieces, but why and how, and precisely how did you become successful? Like where is, like with failure, we can say, okay, this is what is wrong, like with an infection, where it's not going good and you, like a surgeon, need to cut out the infected pieces of the skin, for instance. But the other way around, can you precisely determine where your reason for success is? What in your talent, character, behavior, thoughts, in your mindset, in your belief, what are exactly your beliefs that make you successful, that support you, that make yourself go up every single day out of bed again and continue and go forth. What is it exactly that you can yourself, like, put it on a piece of paper? This is why I'm successful, or this is why I have such results with my clients or in my job, or why my relationship is so successful, why I'm such a good mom or dad, why I'm such a good friend. What is it precisely that makes you that successful person, however you would define success? All right. So instead of looking specifically for failures, look specifically for your successes and the reason why this week. Like, observe your behavior, observe what, like with a magnifying glass, observe yourself from above, what you do and how you do it and what results you have, so that you can, like, when you say, oh, I actually don't know how this success came about, you have a kind of an idea, and oh yeah, I did this and this and this, but it's all kind of not precise, imprecise. It's like I'm looking for a specific word which does not come to my mind right now. It's this, it's not random, it's not the word random, but it's not, you know what I mean. So if you have that unspecific feeling, I want you to be the surgeon of your own success and cut it. Look for the precise ingredients, I would say now, for your success this week. Okay, when you get out of bed, what makes you get out of bed and not stay in and say, you know what, I'm staying. Like, I hope you are healthy and everything, so you're normal. I think that's the first step to be successful, to get out of bed. And I hope that you're in a kind of energy that carries you through the day in a good way. See where it comes from. What are your precise thoughts? All right, so be the surgeon of your success. Of course, not cutting it out, but really determined to define your roots and rules of success this week. All right, and if you have the feeling there are none, then look where there could be one. Look where you would wish there were your reasons for success. All right, that was number 2. And number 3, oh, I love that. That's courage. That's courage. And I want to build on the second card. If with precision you know your success and you know where you're good and you know this is where your strengths are, I want you to be courageous and show them and use them even more. Be even more, I heard this word and expression, be unapologetically you. And I know that takes courage, because I experienced that this week. I wrote in the German version of the cards. The second card was shame, and I wrote like a blog article about this, and also about what I've been ashamed of or was ashamed of my entire life, and to go in there and also then write about it and announce it, but put it out into the open, that, well, I hesitated. So I might say that took some courage. And I know it takes courage to be unapologetically you, because it means that you cannot hide anymore any part, something that you were ashamed of or that you feel guilty of. But what I've noticed over the last year is that the more I open myself, the more I share to heal, not only healing for myself, but the sharing to heal stories of others as well, and be, the coach I want to be, who leads by example. The more I do this, which takes courage, the easier it gets. And so I want to encourage you to see in which area you have been hiding feelings, stories, something that holds you back from your family or other stuff, where if you would share it, you don't have to share it with the entire world, but if you would share it with loved ones, you've kept it so far, it would bring you freedom. Either way, courage, sharing your innermost secrets, well, I think that's vulnerability, showing that you are only human, that the fear is always there that people will leave us instead of love us, right? So we keep ourselves closed so we can pretend everything is all right, so that they think we are the strong ones supporting them. But instead, they don't know that we also need help, and we don't give them the chance to help us, right? So this also asking for help and opening yourself is such an incredible gift you can give to others, if you at the same time own your stuff. If you're not so I now give you all my stuff and now you can take over, that's not what I mean. It's the owning your shit, owning your vulnerability. It's owning what went wrong. It's owning and saying, yes, I made wrong decisions, or I build up stories in my head and I now notice that they're wrong. And when you talk with loved ones or about other people, and you acknowledge that you had prejudgments about them, and you can then start talking and clearing your relationship and bring it to the next level. And I lost the beginning of the sentence, but I think the point I want to make here is the biggest gift you can give yourself and others is take up the courage to show who you really are, and also show what you want. It is that mediocre or everything is all right and that's just enough for me and I don't need anything more and blah blah, but inside you feel like I want more, I want to experience, travel, whatever comes up. If you don't play that one, and if you don't take the courage to say yes, I have this feel good week next starting 1st of August, I have this VIP week where I will encourage the participants to admit that yes, they would like to feel like a VIP. And that in a world where we are encouraged from the other side to be modest, that takes courage too. So your courage is this week, or your task combined with the word courage for you, is to look at, okay, where can I free myself because I share things which I wanted to hide because they are embarrassing for me, or I feel guilty, or I'm ashamed. And also take up the courage and share things where you would like to take it up a notch, where you would like to be more or have more. All right? So see how you can play with courage and defining your reality and freeing yourself this week. All right? So we have kindness, we have precision, this way for German, and we have courage. So I think it takes courage to be kind when you rather want to slap people because they are assholes. Sorry for the word, but also, to see beyond the surface and be kind with their story. I think that also takes courage. And then also with the precision and the courage is, if you are in situations where you rather would not look at things, like for many people it is money. They rather pretend that everything is all right. I did this for a long time, and not look at my money stuff. There is not looking at and really like precisely look at what's going on in the family with the kids. Oh, everything is all right. Really? So with an open and kind heart, look at the reality and take the courage of the inventory of your reality, which I don't want to say really, look at everything that's not working. That's not what I mean. It is going in those places which you rather would not look at, because there are the dangers of and the traps that will at some point will get you, and you want to move ahead, blah blah blah, blah, and you wonder why you are not getting to the next level, whatever, in a relationship or in your job, whatever. So if you want to move ahead in a certain area of your life, if you want to grow, then look at those things you would rather avoid looking at. And with kindness, not with, oh, I'm such a bad person, I haven't figured this one out then, and I should have been so far yet, I'm so old already, I should have known, blah, blah. No. If you take the courage at being the surgeon of your life, be it with a kind heart, like the one who is, looking at that stuff, you have been pretty successful anyway, but this also that's more than loving, but like curious. Be curious of what has brought you until now into this place where you are right now, even though when you look precisely at stuff and you maybe find out that, well, looking at that stuff, it should have been worse. All right, so I hope you get what I mean, or better to say, I hope you get then what you need out of those words, out of those messages. And it's like, so hot in here. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next Thursday. I don't know which time yet, but I will start. There's this German week, Feel Good Woche, for the increase of the VIP, the feeling of, you know, being the most important person in your life. And it starts 1st of August. If you are interested and you are speaking German, you're welcome to join my group where I will put all the teaching in the teachings in there. It's called Your Life, Your Design, the group. All right. So, but for now, thank you so much. It was my pleasure. If you would like to have your own reading, your private cards where you want to take inventory and see where you are, or you have a question around a certain topic, you can book me. Like, you can book a reading with me either on Zoom or on audio. I will put the link in the comments later. But for now, I wish you a wonderful day. I wish you a wonderful week. And I wish you less heat temperature-wise wherever you are. I hope you feel good. All right. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.